What's going on, guys? It's Wee Finny here, and today we're actually going to be looking at the newest partner that's coming out. She will be in the Christmas event, Blood War Nell. I'm not 100% on prices or anything yet. Her skills and like her stats and stuff only came out today, or whenever this video is going up. It will be a day or two after that, but I thought we'd have a wee look at her skills, her stats, stuff like that there, and her animations. So as you can see, her growth rates are 4 for strength, which for a supporter you don't really need to worry about, but it's nice because it brings in defense against assaulters and vanguards. Agility is 8. I believe she is the fastest base growth rate agility. Her wisdom is 7.8, which again is the highest wisdom growth rate, I believe. For agility, I think the one before that is Fullbring Ichigo with 7.5, and wisdom is 7.2 with Mayuri, Sir Laperlo and stuff like that there. Growth rate HP is 5.5, which is it's nice. She's not going to be the beefiest person to fight against, but her HP is nice. You get the base 125 hit rate, crit rate is base 1, combo 1.5, block 1, dodge 1.5. I would like to see more characters come out with a slightly higher combo rate, slightly higher aid rate, break rate, block rate, whatever. You use these a bit more, even if it's 1 or 2%. I would like to see some more being added in. Ability, her talent is increased wisdom by 40%, agility by 40%, born with a 50% avoid injury rate, which is always nice. The more avoid injury rate you have, the less damage you're taking, pretty much. So any character with high amounts of avoid injury are nice to have. I believe, with the amount of agility she's getting, she's already going to be up there with the top 3 supporters in relevance to speed. But we'll see once we go through skills and what's the other one? Mods. So her skill is attack all enemies, growth rate 250%. The growth rate for it is pretty high, and it's nice to see some more high growth rates with skills. Decrease enemy assault or attack by 50% for 1 round. So currently, the meta is more assaulter based. So to see her decrease any effect towards assaulters is like really nice. Cast bleeding on enemy vanguard, growth rate 160%. So that's a DOT, a dot over time. So to see those being brought back, I think the last person to have a DOT was Mayuri. Could be wrong, but I think it was Mayuri. So to see, another one being brought back at 160% growth rate, which is very high. Most DOTs are like 60, 80% around that area. So, it's very nice to see for 2 rounds, which is very interesting to see. Most DOTs would last the 1 round. Clear enemies buff and recover self fury by 40 points. So she's clearing all buffs. So say you were to go second, she would clear Ichimonji's buff. I think Benihime gives some buffs. Raging Jacket gives buffs like defense buff and stuff. So she'll just clear that completely, and she'll decrease enemies assaulter attack by 50%. I do believe they were trying to get her to remove Almighty or even nullify it, but they haven't been able to program that yet, which is unfortunate. But we could potentially see her getting redone with her skill. If not, we'll see it in the next character for sure once they sort it out, or even if they sort it out. Her exclusive skill is attack all enemies, growth rate 250, 300, 400. So we're going to go with, if it was max at level 100, so we are. So it's always going to be the highest growth rates and levels and stuff. So attack all enemies, growth rate 400%. Increase allies assaulters speed by 50% for 2 rounds, which could be very, very key in some of the top tier fights, especially when there's like, you know, 100, 200k speed difference and your Nell gets off. You know, your assaulter could be able to, you know, skill before their Nell or their assaulters and end up, you know, winning you the match. Cast counter damage on ally supporters for 2 rounds, which is, you know, big poggers. Because I haven't fully read up on counter damage, but if I'm assuming what counter damage usually means is, you know, whatever, it's like reflect, whatever damage they do to you, you're doing it back to them. So, you know, this could be very, very detrimental to you and, you know, very beneficial at the same time. Cast Void on enemy supporters for 2 rounds. Now, to see Void as a CC again is very rare. The last person to have it was maybe Ultimate Aizen, or who else would have had it? Possibly Ishin, Sheen. You know, Void hasn't been used for a long, long time. On enemy supporters for 2 rounds, recover all allies Fury by 50. So even if you were to run her exclusive skill at level 100 and only have her T1, you know, she's going to let everybody else catch up with T1s as well, so you won't even need to worry about Fury either, which is going to be really, really nice. Let's see, what else do we have? What is this? Oh, it just shows the growth rates that she'll gain. So it is. So she'll end up getting in another 0.5 on her agility and 0.4 on her wisdom at level 100, which is really, really good. So modifies, this is where the big boy stuff comes from. So immune to silent, chaos, and void, and fury reduction. So pretty much she's going to be immune to her own exclusive. So anybody with Nell can't void your Nell either, and can't reduce your fury, which is hella nice. Chaos, which could be very dangerous in some, you know, you have the Kokoro, Shinemu, stuff like that there, that would hit you hard. And silence, I believe silence stops you from normal attacking, or no, skilling, I believe. So she's always going to skill, so that's very nice. Increase self keto attack and speed, 30% keto attack, 40% speed. So, you know, that's huge speed boost. So 100k, you're getting 40k speed. So 1,000,000 speed, you're getting 400k speed increase. So you are. So if you have a supporter with 3 mil speed, you know, you're at the very top of the, you know, the bracket on CSB and stuff, and you have 3 mil supporter speed. As soon as you get tier 2, boom, you're getting 1.2 mil speed extra. So that's very, very crazy to see. Keto attack 30%, hella nice. You know, she's going to be a very nice damage dealer. Immune to laceration, which nulls down Raging Jacka a bit more, which is nice to see. You also have, when Blood War Grimjow joins the battle, increase ally supporter speed by 30%. So again, that's that assaulter meta coming into play, and her buffing it even more. Tier 4, which is the juicy stuff, when attacked, generate shields on allies, growth rate 80%, and recover all allies 20% max of HP. That was very hard to read, but hopefully he's understood that. Increase 20% of the max HP for all allies. Now, I did ask, is this triggered from Zanpakuto, or is this triggered by partners only? And it's partners only. So whenever an enemy hits you, boom, you're getting 20% extra HP back if you you survive the attack plus shields, which is always hella nice to see. I think she might be slightly better than Showoff in terms of shields and heals and stuff like that there, but could be wrong. He would still has his uses and stuff. Tier 5 mod, when attacked, cast Almighty on all allies for 2 rounds. So pretty much, you don't have to have Benihime, unless you still want Benihime's buffs. You can run Ichimonji and still be able to cast Almighty on your assaulters the way Benihime does, which I think would be the most used method now, but I could be 100% wrong. People could still use Benihime even with Nelliel, but I think I might change my team selection to Ichimonji alongside Nelliel. Tier 6 modify, increase ally assaulters and supporters defense by 70%, which is huge. 70% defense increase is, it beefs up your team major. As long, also with, if you had Ginjo, which I believe he buffs defense. I think is it Kokodo or Showoff, one of those buff defense, but I could be wrong on that. So if you had a full defense run team, and then you ran Blood War, Grimmjow, and Nelliel, you're going to be very, very beefy. Plus, Grimmjow is going to turn into a lot of people if you were to run that team. And our last mod, each round decreases enemies avoid injury rate by 30%, lasting 20 rounds. Now, I would like to know, does it clear when she dies, or when she's dead, does it still keep going? Stuff like that there. I would hope, it's only active when she's alive, and it could disappear when she's gone, or when she's dead, but if not, this is a very, very crazy mod to have. Avoid injury rate, if you're decreasing it on somebody, it means you're going to do more and more damage the further into the rounds you go. And it's not just like supporters or assaulters, it's the whole team that you're affecting, so it's definitely a very strong mod. But overall, her mods are very, very strong, very, very OP. Her skill, I would say maybe a 6 out of 10. If it had that Nullify Almighty, it would have boosted it a lot higher. Her bonds have yet to be announced, so that's why they're not down. But I'm going to guess she's going to have, more likely, Ulquiorra, Grimmjow, maybe an Ichigo, and I don't know who else. The fourth might be a bit random, but I would say at least those 3 would show up definitely for her, because they're always associated with Nelliel. And if it's running the Blood War teams, then they would fit in. I'm going to guess HP, attack, speed, and maybe an increase in avoid injury rate or something, because it's always popping up. But I could be 100% wrong, it could be a lot of differences. But over the next couple of days, definitely watch out for her bonds and see what they affect and who they're adding in case it puts you off getting her. But overall, I'd say she's a very good fit for the current Blood War teams. I'd run her with Blood War, Ulquiorra, Blood War Grimmjow, and you could even run her with Ginjo maybe, and just have that buff team and run 1-3-1. If not, then run 2-3 and have a supporter that'll buff your assaulters even more, or even buff your supporters, and have a full strong team. Even have Showoff again and double up on shields and buffs and HPs. But obviously it's up to you. Her normal attack is exactly this. Pretty much her throwing her javelin or lance and it exploding. Overall, I'd say it's pretty nice for a normal attack. nothing too crazy. Her skill is what looks like Ceros just coming down from the ground and blasting everybody in the area. I'd say it's very, very cool, you know. That is pretty nifty. And then we have her just, you know, standing, pretty much her model. So a bit of animation, what looks like her Reishi traveling up her javelin and stuff, which I would say is pretty neat. But hopefully, you know, this video is a bit, you know, good for the information. Tells you, you know, what she's packing and stuff, what way to, you know, plan around team wise and stuff like that, and what way to pick her up. But she's going to be out in the Xmas event, and hopefully over the next couple of days bonds will be added into the wiki. I'm going to leave the wiki in the description of the video, so you know, if anybody wants to have a look at her for yourselves and decide on, you know, plan of action for yourselves, you can do so. But hopefully you enjoyed. Until next time, peace.